The sun is shining, my headache's gone, life's good. This is what I'm talking about. Warm and sunny weather. Thank God that rain is gone. I don't miss it. But I'm sure it's not over. It's peak hurricane season and rainy season, so I'm sure it'll be here for a little while. I'm going to enjoy today while the sun's out. It's good that it's a bit windy. It'll help dry out the ditches and the grass because it's really soggy and wet. The more wet it is, the more insects and snakes and all that. Don't want that. See, we still have the water in there, but it's not as bad as yesterday. Still bad. Got some palm trees down there, and got some branches down there, but not bad for as windy as it was last night. If you're watching this video, you're probably thinking, when is the perfect time to do something? Well, I personally don't think there is no such thing. Perfect time. Yes, there might be an optimal time when to do something. Getting married, to having kids, to moving, to starting a new job, going back to college, different life events. I think, and remember, these are just my opinions from my life, and each one of us have our own stories and our own backgrounds, so it's going to be different for everyone. So this is just a broad sense of what I think about just doing it. You want to get married and you're just waiting for that right time, but you're worried about you don't have enough money for that big ring or the big wedding or the big honeymoon or whatever it is. Sometimes it's just not the perfect time, and maybe you'll never have enough money to do this or that. So if you really, really, really want to do something, then just do it. Forget the big ring, forget the big wedding, just do it. Rick and I got married on $50 at City Hall, and here we are 22 years later. September 30th will be our anniversary. It wouldn't have mattered if we had the $10,000 wedding and the big rock or not. That doesn't have anything to do with a successful wedding. There's a lot of variables in that, and that's another topic that I'm not an expert at. So same with kids. Sometimes we wait to have that big house or that backyard or getting out of the city or whatever it is that you think is the perfect time or place to have a kid. I really don't think there is a perfect place. People raise kids in the middle of Africa in the desert. They raise kids in the cities. They raise them in the country. They raise them in the suburbs. Kids are raised in loving homes, in tiny apartments and different size houses. So that's not going to affect your kid as far as how much you love them and what kind of person they're going to be. I like to be spontaneous, but a planned spontaneous, especially in big events. Of course, life has its own plans for us, so we can plan all we want with my notebooks and all my plans, and I get a different outcome altogether. And I'm okay with that because I know at least I did my homework, I did my research, whatever it is in my life that I want to do. And so whatever happens, I could say I did my best at researching and planning it, and this is the outcome. That's what happened. Planning on getting married, planning on having kids, moving out of state. Do your homework. Are you sure you want to move out of state? Why do you want to move out of state? Do you think it's just going to make you happier? I always say find that happiness within yourself first. Yes, moving to a place where it's warm and the sunshine does help, but it doesn't mean that you're going to come, say, to Florida and be happy. You still got to make money. You still got bills. So before you make that leap, just don't do it overnight. Think about it. Research it. Make sure it's what you want. Because you might think you're moving to paradise, which might be paradise for somebody else, but it might not be for you. So really think about that. There's all kinds of events that happen in our lives. I read somewhere where they said if you had a drastic event in your life, you should wait about 6 months before making a big move, like after a divorce or a death or loss of job or something like that. It's probably not a bad idea because it gives you a little time to think. That doesn't mean you can't start planning, decluttering, getting rid of stuff, especially if you have an idea that you want to move or you plan on getting married or you plan on having kids or whatever. Start decluttering, getting ready. Maybe you could start planning towards that goal, but just don't go do something that you might not be able to reverse. Plan on it, give yourself time, but don't put it off forever. It's a little difficult to think logically at the same time, like I want to get done what I want to in this life, before it's over. And none of us know when it's over, so I think we can just do the best we can and enjoy today. Enjoy what you got today and where you are today and with the people you are with today. But if there's something you really, really want to do, don't put it off forever. Is it writing a book? Is it getting it published? Some of you I know are writers. Yeah, I know who you are. And you're sitting on your work. What are you doing? Get yourself an agent. But you're stopped because you're like, well, I'm not sure if it's good enough. I'm not sure if how to find an agent. That's what the internet's for. Oh my gosh, the internet is like so awesome. You can find anything you want. Type in your question and it will tell you exactly how to do it. It will take maybe a few weeks, a few months to find your answers. But if you're searching every night, you can do it. Don't be afraid of someone saying your book or your poetry or your whatever is not good enough. Your music, your art. Just put it out there. What do you got to lose? It's just sitting at home, maybe in your notebook or in your computer. You got nothing to lose sharing it with the world. Either it sells or it doesn't. If it doesn't matter, just get it out there. Don't be afraid. That's, I think, one of the reasons why people just don't do it. Because we're afraid. And listen, I was afraid all my life. I was. There's so many things in my life when I was younger I wish I would have done, and I didn't. And now I'm at the point in my life I'm like, I'm not afraid anymore. I think my last fear was coming on this YouTube, getting on the internet. Ask anybody that knows me. They're probably shocked watching me talk right now. They're shocked. Shocked. I'm not kidding when I say beyond belief. Ask anybody that knows me. I was like, I don't want my face on the internet. I don't want my name on the internet. I don't like this internet stuff. I mean, I didn't mind the research, but I didn't want my information on there. I just like felt very exposed. But now that I've been on this YouTube, I just don't care. I'm human. I've made mistakes in the past. Who I was in the past may not be who I am today. Well, kind of the same. A little boring. But if you're all worried about that, just tell yourself you're not the same person who you were back, 20, 30 years ago. Don't worry about what people think about you today. Trust me, everybody has their insecurities. It could be, from their work or their marriage or their financial status, whatever. Don't worry about that. Who cares? Just be a good person and don't worry about other people or what they think about you. And don't be afraid to put yourself out there. I tell you what, I've met so many wonderful new friends on YouTube. So if you've been thinking about making a YouTube channel, and if you're commenting, you have a YouTube channel. And I didn't get that. I had a YouTube channel for so long because I'd be watching videos. I didn't realize I had a YouTube channel. I didn't realize it was like social media. I didn't get social media until like this past year. Like it's clicking in my head what it means. It's really neat because people get to see you. So when I'm commenting to you folks, I'm getting to know you. But boy, if you had a video where you're talking, I'd really get to know you. So I would love if you folks would just put one video up saying, hey, my name is Joe, whatever, Jane. And that's the other thing, I didn't want my name out there. You don't need to put your last name. You can just say, hey, my name is Jane or Joe. I would give you a real first name. And if you don't want to say what state you live in because of privacy, and I understand people are, you know what? I see it every day on the news that no matter if you put your face on the internet or not, don't think, or if you're off the internet, don't think that you still can't be hacked. You could be hacked, I don't care where you are, if you're off the internet. These senior citizens are being hacked, they don't even have a computer. So if you're afraid about that, I just threw in the towel and stopped worrying about it. You could say, hey, I'm from Florida, or you could say I'm from southeastern United States if you want to be more vague. And my hobbies include, put yourself out there and you'll be amazed, especially if you would like to meet friends. Or if you're single and you're looking for that special someone, yeah, you're going to get a lot of weird comments on occasion, but you could either block those people or just ignore them or comment back or whatever you want to do. But it's nice to put a name with a face. So if you all want to make one video and don't worry about it being perfect or you looking perfect, when I first started doing it, I'm like, oh my God, I need some makeup on. And now I'm like, I I don't care. So you'll see some of my videos like yesterday, not looking too good. So I don't worry anymore about the roots and the under eye bags and the acne and whatever. I know my true friends can care less about that stuff and will still watch the videos, right? I hope you do. So yeah, no, there's not a right time to put a YouTube video up either. So just put one up. And if you had fun and you get some comments, and well, make sure you tell me about it, that you put a video up so I could see it. But especially if you're brand new with your first video, I can't watch everybody's video because I'm trying to get this one up to you. But just do whatever it is that you want to do in this life. Don't wait forever. Make a plan. You know what I like? Or setting yourself a date. Especially when there's something you really want to do, set yourself a date. Say you want to move to Florida in 3 years. Well, make a date. Say December 31st, I'm going to be, or January 1st of 2020, I'm going to be in Florida. So when 2019 comes around, that means you got to start decluttering now, getting rid of things because you can't bring it down here or wherever that you plan on going. And tell people about it because it kind of makes you like, okay, I already told everybody about this, so I better keep working on it. Doesn't mean you can't change your mind and you decide to go off to Australia. You obviously want to make a change in your life. Make one, whatever it happens to be. Give yourself the date and start planning on what you need to do to accomplish those goals. Just get involved on the internet and just research the questions. You'll get answers. If you can't find the answers, join forums, message boards. People talk back and forth, and people need each other to motivate and inspire each other. I'm inspired by you folks all the time, especially the ones who comment and the ones who have videos, and so many other people that don't follow me. I'm inspired by them, and it motivates me to do things. I'm on this like definitely decluttering, downsizing thing, but it's not going so well. It seems like the rain or something gets in its way, so I got to get a little more serious. Gonna pull those notebooks out and make a better plan. See, sometimes things don't work out like you want them to, so you gotta maybe wiggle around and figure out what your where you need to tweak that plan a little bit to make it work. Well, I'm not gonna go on and on about this, but just do it. Don't wait. Make a plan, set a date, tell people about it, and let me know when you did it. Let me know what your goals are. I want to know. I always find them very inspiring, and it makes me think, okay, now like what else do I want to do? Because there's just so much to do in this world, and sometimes hearing other people and their plans, and I'm like, oh, that sounds like a good plan. Maybe I want to do that too. There's a lot of things I want to do. And don't feel bad about wanting to do many different things. You don't have to be one thing or do one thing. You could be many things and do many things and be and move to many places, and just, that's what freedom's all about. That's what this channel's about. Freedom to do what you love, what you dream about, what you want to do. I hope that you're doing that. If you have any comments or questions or anything else, comment below. I'd like to hear from you. Thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you tomorrow.